Hello and welcome back to Soulcreek. We will be continuing where we left off, which, if you recall, is after Alex woke up. He met Logan. He figured out that he has a little AI in his head who gives him attitude if he gives him attitude. And he has no idea where he is or how he got there. So, amnesia trope so far. Yay. This Logan is also a man of few words, or a hound of few words. And apparently doesn't speak English, but the AI is able to translate it, so convenient. So no conscious memory, but he does have a subconscious drive, or data drive, which the AI bite can access for him, or at least could scour through, because apparently it's heavily encrypted also. So inconvenient. Yeah, anyways, so Alex is about to meet the chief, and yeah, see what happens to him. Anyways, so without further ado, let us continue. Two figures enter the lodge alongside Loken. My jaw drops. Just like him, they're not human. The chief is a saber-toothed tiger, almost as monstrously huge as Loken. Her dirk teeth look vicious enough to shatter bone. I don't know why, but next to her, Loken seems like a petulant pup. Next to her, another woman follows. A weasel? A badger? I'm not quite sure. She's smaller than the other two, closer to my height, but cemented in self-assurance. Loken bows his head to the chief. She mirrors the gesture. Devonia, my chief. Hello, Loken. The husky turns to the weasel. Taki. Aye, chap. Got fresh wood burning? Warm in here? She's got a perky, round accent that I can't quite place. Before Loken can reply, she notices the portable heater pointing at me. Ah, you fixed it. Yes. Could trade a month's worth of spice for. It is mine. Haha, never change, mutt. The three of them turn to me. Devonia stares, head tilted with piqued interest. Her perilous saber teeth are angled right at me. My heart lurches. I see what you mean, Loken. Curious creature. Bite? What do I do? Stay calm. Deep, cleansing breaths. Outstanding. Any useful advice for me? Just don't piss her off. She's the one who decides what happens to you. Devonia looks at me for an uncomfortable length of time. Taki, what's your counsel? Taki cocks her head, inspecting me as one might inspect a diseased dog from a safe distance. Some kind of short-snouted rat? Guessing he don't have any other clan marks, Loken? He does not. I feel completely ridiculed by the way that they're talking about me, like I'm some kind of animal. Where in the Black Zones did you find it? Devil's Crag. That's bloody miles away. What were you doing there? Thumbing your sheath? I was not doing that. Thank you, Taki. Can he stand? I shoot Loken an uncertain glance. Miraculously, he seems to understand. He is injured. Then he won't run off. Get him up. I was expecting them to just be as blunt and impertinent as Loken, but they don't seem to have the same cumbersome manner of speech that he does. Maybe that's just the way he is. Loken told me to keep quiet, but perhaps they'll be easier to talk to. I kind of feel that it would be better to remain silent. Loken told me to keep my mouth shut. Does he speak? Loken snorts grumpily. Yes, frequently. His name is Alex. Right then, Alex. I flinch when I realize that she's talking to me. Can you stand? Unlike Loken, she doesn't need to scowl or snarl to intimidate me. I think so. I place my bare feet on the floor. My soles sink into the woolen rug. I try to draw myself up, but whipping pain strikes my side and I hesitate. Bit wobbly. What's wrong with him? An abdominal wound. And you ain't got no idea what species he is? I do not. Come on, Loken. You serious with this thing? It ain't safe. Take it to the springs and drown it. Tell her to get fucked. Hey, get fucked, you horrendous bitch. I can still hear you. Dravonia smirks at me. Less than a minute and he already despises you, Taki. The chief slaps Taki on the shoulder with the rankest cackle. I shove myself off the bed and up onto my own 2 feet. Straight away, my head goes fuzzy from pain. Why am I so weak? I didn't think that my wounds was this bad. My balance fails. I'm about to fall, but I find myself unexpectedly propped up by something hefty and warm. I'm gingerly lassoed by a firm, fur-padded arm. My face flushes red as I realize Loken has caught me. My hands land on his voluptuous chest, fingers weaving into his thick pelt. I look up and catch his azure eyes. He's so freaking huge. My head barely reaches the height of his chest. Careful. Now it's my turn to scowl. Why is he being so nice all of a sudden? I have to admit, he's really comfortable against my bare skin. Like, really comfortable. He's so soft. I push myself somewhat reluctantly away from him and grab one of the wooden posts for support. Loken steps back. Dravonia doesn't look too impressed with me. I've never seen anything quite like you. What species are you? You sure you want to know? Loken didn't believe me. I am not Loken. Here goes nothing. Hopefully they're less stubborn than the hound. I'm human. Her gaze darkens. Is that so? Eh? Did he just say human? It's the truth. No, it fucking ain't. Not a chance. This ain't, for fuck's sake. Loken! Taki points at the husky furiously with an accusatory finger. Ain't that this through, Avyamat? This could be a fucking demon in furless skin. I'm not a demon. Well, ya sure ain't a bloody human. They've all been dead since the cascade. I haven't even told them about Bite, and they already think that I'm a threat. This doesn't bode well. Taki turns to Dravonia, still pointing wildly in my direction. The chief's looming glare remains fixed on me. I stare back, fearful of a calculating look that she's giving me. Chief, don't take no chances. Take it outside and stamp it to death. Loken bares his canine teeth at Taki and snarls. She squares up to him fearlessly. The two of them look ready to throw punches. Don't you fucking growl at me, boy. He is no demon. How the fuck do you know? Because I am a black runner. You fuckwits ain't the authority on everything. Settle down! Taki grumbles and Loken's ears are flat against his head. Even I'm shaken by the chief's authority. Their display of aggression seems laughable next to her. Loken, explain. I cannot. He was in a pod. A pod? Yes, he was injured when I pulled him free. He is not dangerous. You have no idea if he is dangerous or not, Loken. Where did he come from? I do not know. Humans are extinct. So he comes to us from before the cascade? Is that what you're telling me? This is possible. He is either a time traveler or a liar, and I suspect that he is not a time traveler, so... Dravonia affixes me with her emasculating stare. I'm barely able to stand. I'm freezing. I'm starting to tremble from the pain in my side. Alex, humans all died a long time ago. So how did you get here? Can I at least sit back down first? If you must. Uneasily, I meander back to the bed and sit back down on it, clenching my teeth and shivering in relief as the warmth of the heater hits me again. I feel dizzy, nauseous. I take a moment to catch my breath while she stares at me. Loken was right. I'm still very weak. Why is it shivering so much? He is injured. He is cold. Cold? Fuck off. It's bloody summer. It is true. His skin is cold. Ugh, you touched it? Logan growls. Perhaps humans prefer warmer climates? It ain't human. It's a bloody rat demon. Thank you, Takai. That's probably Takai, right? Takai. I'm gonna keep calling her Taki. Alex, I need to know exactly what you are and how you got here. Spare no detail. He has no memory. Logan cuts in before I can blurt out a reply. I'm sorry. He has no memory. Explain. I cannot. You cannot? He did not know his race is extinct. I find that hard to believe. I'm still catching my breath, but I'm just about able to keep up with the conversation. I'm still getting up to speed. Logan told me about the cascade and the black zones. It's been, wild. What happened to your memory? I don't know. I just woke up here. Dravonia shakes her head, then turns to the others. First he claims to be a human, now he claims to remember nothing. It doesn't sit right. Why are they so wary of me? You know what? We need Aeon to look at him. He could tell us if he's safe or not. Who's Aeon? Dravonia steps over to study me closer, her orange eyes scanning me up and down. Aeon is a friend of the clan. He is a master of the old knowledge. Old knowledge? The Zephyr called it science. He is very wise. He could infer the truth by examining you. But it'll take a few days for him to arrive. In the meantime, I must decide what to do with you. How long were you inside the pod, Alex? I don't remember any pod. Then what's your intention here? Are there other humans that I should know about? I don't intend anything, and I don't remember. I'm getting sick of saying the same thing over and over. You know, he could be telling the truth. Demons can't leave the black zones, right, Logan? They cannot. Even you don't know what they might be capable of, Logan. Logan huffs irritably. At least he's on my side. He may be a surviving Zephyr. The pod was very old. Yet the human you found inside is not. Unless you're about to tell me that human lifespans are centuries long, Alex. No. Up to 100 years if we're lucky. I realize that I'm not helping my case here, but lying to them is only going to make things worse. So, how'd you survive in there that long? How many times do I have to say it? I don't know. Maybe the tube was keeping me preserved. The chief raises an eyebrow at me. If you're not from here, how is it that you're able to speak Ilalian? Damn it. I don't know how to answer that. I suspect one more I don't know will be the final nail in the coffin for any hope of her trusting me. I don't... Dravonia shakes her head before I can even finish the sentence. She scowls at the two other. The fact that he refuses to tell where he comes from is suspicious enough. It's not that, I just don't remember. You're right, Taki. I want Aeon to examine him. We need to know he isn't a threat. Logan, you said that you found the human's pod in the Devil's Crag. Tomorrow morning, you return to it. Perhaps it... No. Why? A demon was present. After I found Alex, I was almost discovered. Logan, you gotta be more careful. If we lose you... I am fine, but it will be unsafe to return for several days. All right. You'll go back there as soon as you think it's safe. Logan acknowledges her with a nod. Until Aeon arrives, we'll keep Alex restrained and confined to the holding pens. Whoa, what? I'm not a threat, and I'm not going to be anyone's prisoner. Immediately, I know my outburst was a mistake. Her fiery eyes burn into me. Before I can look to Logan for support, she steps over to me and blocks my view of the husky. Dravonia kneels down. Besides her stone-cold face, I can almost sense her sneer, like a bemused predator toying with its condemned prey. Alex, do you know the name of these mountains? No. Do you know where the nearest Black Zone borders are? No. Have you any idea how to hunt, stay warm, survive? No. Then I don't think you're in any position to argue. If you weren't so tight-lipped, I might feel less wary letting a creature found in the Black Zone into my clan. Perhaps you're being honest, or perhaps there's something that you're not telling me. My jaw tightens. There is something that I'm not telling her. You may be the last human, the last Zephyr. That would be something quite remarkable. Conversely, you may be a trick conjured by demons. Even my Black Runner cannot say for certain that such a thing is impossible. Until I know what you are, I will not risk you threatening my people, so you will be kept safe, but on my terms. Being locked up against your will makes you a prisoner by most human standards. Call it whatever you wish, Alex. That's what's happening. If you have truly lost your identity, you must be as curious for answers about yourself as we are, no? There is a slight pause, I have to admit. She's got me there. I am, but... Then you will do as I say and allow Aeon to study you. But know this. If his assessment leaves us guessing, I will assume you are either dishonest or dangerous. The demons are clever and will not risk keeping a ploy of theirs alive in my clan. What? I'm not a demon. I'm not. I will not take that risk. I'm telling you the truth. You can't kill me. I try to look at Logan for support, but she shifts to block my view of him. I am sure Aeon will acquit you of being a threat. If not, well, we'll cross that line when we come to it. Before I respond, she gets to her feet and addresses the other two. What am I supposed to do? If I tell them the whole truth, they'll kill me for sure. I lock eyes with Logan desperately and give him a pleading look. He just looks away. Guess I really am just another piece of salvage to him. Our guest has arrived at a busy time. The mating troop will be here in a few days. The what? Logan, you will be partaking in the indulgence. The husky bares his teeth in displeasure. I've never seen him quite so uncomfortable. No. Are you sure? I will not partake. Dravonia squints at him. Fine, but I expect you there regardless. Your absence would be noted by the troop. Wow, Logan looks like he's trying to suppress an outburst. Something has really angered him. Taki, you will ride for the Razorback clan. Find Aeon. Tell him to get here as soon as he can. Say nothing of the human except to him. The last thing that we want is Caius finding out about this. As you say. The wardens will watch over the human until Aeon arrives. Bind Alex's wrists. I will take him to the pens now. He should. No. Out of nowhere, Logan snarls menacingly at them both. He steps between us, blocking their view of me, and faces them down. No. No. You disapprove? He is mine. What? The human is my salvage. I invoke my right. Alex is mine. He stays with me. Whoa, Logan, what are you? He does not belong to you, Chief. I decide his fate. He is mine. To my surprise, Dravonia looks cordial, amused even. That's quite the move, Logan. Yes. What the hell brought this on? I gawp, dumbfounded at the trio as the scene unfolds before me. The Black Runner's right is for salvage. You can't claim it on a person. The right is clear. Anything we find in the Black Zone can be claimed. I claim Alex, so he is now my responsibility. It's unprecedented, I'll admit. But you were asking for a great deal of trust from me, Logan. If the human isn't safe, he is safe, and he is mine. I will decide his fate. You know what, Chief? This could work. I frown. She's on my side? Go on. If he is some kind of threat, then Logan is the best person to keep an eye on him. You want to keep the rats safe and away from the other clans? So, keep him with Logan. It sends a message, don't it? Everyone knows Logan Ain't nobody gonna dare touch his salvage. Not after the last time. This is the same woman that suggested drowning me earlier. Dravonia nods thoughtfully. That is good counsel, Taki. Good counsel. What do you say, Alex? I blink, surprised that I've been acknowledged at all. I don't want to be anyone's property. You'll be his responsibility, not his property. What do you say? Loken said that he didn't trust me earlier. Why the sudden change of heart? I look up at him, trying to discern the husky's motives. He looks back at me. His gaze is soft and smiles warmly. I feel oddly calmed. I'll stay with Loken then. Then I am obliged to respect the Black Runner's right. He is your problem now, Loken. I still want Aeon to determine where he comes from, but you have my word that he won't be harmed. If he turns out to be dangerous, then on your head be it. Unbelievable. He seriously undermined her authority and she's just gonna go along with it? I imagine that it'll be quite an adjustment, sharing your home with him. But try not to injure him again. Loken nods sheepishly. Chief. And perhaps get some layers for him to wear. I hear the tailors have fashioned linens after Zephyr relics. They might be suitable. I will walk back to the village with you to collect some. Good idea. I think you have some explaining to do to me. Loken's ears droop. Yes. He looks at me and points. You will stay. As bossy as ever, I nod at him, not like I was plotting a quick getaway. What do humans eat? Moments ago, she was prepared to kill me. Now she's asking what I want to eat. I'm still reeling from the total inversion of my situation. I try to keep calm and play along. Loken saved me, but I don't want to stretch my luck further. I'm not fussy, I suppose. Aeon said that they were omnivores, didn't he? Very well. Taki, remain here until Loken returns. Ah, come on. You're leaving me with the rat. Just watch him for Loken. He won't be long. I'm sure my first guardian can handle that. Fine, fine. Until tomorrow then, Alex. I expect you to regain your strength. There's still much to be discovered about you. Walk with me, Loken. Dravonia fixes me with a final compounding stare, then heads for the exit. My eyes are struck with the blinding light again as the doors open. I shield myself from the cold wind as Loken and Dravonia leave. I'm left alone in the lodge with Taki. Things just turned around for me, jarringly quick. But I don't know what to think now. She rests her arms against her spear, head shaking irritably. Hey. Aye, rat. I was wondering... Honey badger. I blink at her. Ah. I'm a honey badger. That's what you're gonna ask. Don't ever talk shit at me, rat. I'll rip a dick off and smack your round face with it till your head caves in. We good? Yeah. We good. Aye, you got it. You're, not still planning to drown me, are you? She rolls her eyes. Look, rat, nothing personal. You're Logan's problem now, and I respect him. So if he says you're safe, you're safe. So no, I ain't gonna drown ya. But don't try nothing or I'll... Rip my dick off? Yeah, I got that. Grand. She stares at me expectingly. Just wanted to say thanks. Eh? For sticking up for me back there? Taki smirks. Don't get a wet tip over me. Was just doing my job. You don't seem dangerous. You can barely stand. Travonia's gotta be ruthless. It's her job. Me? I go with me gut. And me gut says you're too weak to wank off a fly. I'm not sure if I feel reassured or offended. Well, thanks, either way. Aye, all good. We go back to staring at each other. She's leering at me, amused, as though daring me to say something else. So the chief said that you were her first guardian? What's that? Advisor and defender. Like a bodyguard? Yeah. Most chieftains have 3 or 4 guardians. Choose from the best warriors in their clan. Dravonia's only got the one. Why's that? Pa, you seen her? One's all she bloody needs. You know what people do when I tell them that I'm Dravonia's first guardian? They laugh. Are all the chieftains as tough as her? Ha, nah, not by a long shot. She's got a real good rep in these mountains. She's a great warrior, second only to one other. Who's that? You're looking at him. You? Heh, who'd you expect? I blink at her, then shrug. So you're a Black Runner too? Nah, Black Runners ain't trained to be warriors. They're just tattered up scrap runners, and they're proper rare these days. That been said, I wouldn't want to piss one off. They're devious fuckers, mighty smart and got heaps of tricks up their sleeves. Frankly, I wouldn't want to pick on anyone that can come within a mile of a demon and not die. I'm glad Logan's on our side. I'd never start a fight with him. Don't tell him that I said that, though. How long have you known Logan? Long as he's been around here. He wasn't born a Draconi? Oh, he was. Just got chosen as a Black Runner acolyte real young. They leave the clan to train with a single mentor when they're children, see? When they're ready, they can then either choose a clan to settle with or go to alone. Logan just returned to his clan of birth, which was us. He's well known in these mountains. They come far to visit him and pay their respects, see his salvage, that sort of thing. Is that why the chief respects him so much? Oh, we all respect the ponderous prick. He and the chief just have history. What history? You should ask him. He doesn't like it when I ask questions. Or talk. Or breathe, I think. Ha! No, ain't a talkative fella. Most Black Runners are like that. I frown at her. You gotta have some real resolve to be a Black Runner, see? Demons and the Black Zones mess with your head, and only the Black Runners know how to stay sane around them. Some of them are real zealots as a result. They have a sacred code they try and stick to, called the Four. Supposedly it keeps their heads on straight against all the horrors that they're up against. Logan ain't like that, but he still takes it serious. It's a real lonely life. They don't like company much, so they all got terrible social skills as a result. Oh, is that why he's so... You know... I put on my best fake scowl and imitate Logan's voice childishly. Sit. Be still. This is mine. Taki rolls her eyes and laughs. Uncanny. You ain't so bad, rat. Got anything else you want to ask? She seems to have warmed up to me quickly. Actually, there was one that really stuck out in my mind. What's a mating troop? I heard the chief say it. You really ain't from around here, are ya? Mating troops travel clan to clan, staying for a few nights, doing their bit, then move on to the next. When they arrive, the tribe hosts a night-long party called an indulgence. What's that? If you really want to have it spelled out, your race is dying. Yeah, I know humans are... Not humans, males. I blink. Where the hell is this going? Been this way since a cascade. For every 20 births, only one will be a male. What? Why? It's called the affliction. Ain't nobody sure on how it happened. Curse, evil spirit, the old knowledge, don't matter. 'Cause of the affliction, they just ain't many guys around. Most males who are fertile join the mating troop on their tour of the clans. The indulgence is tradition, real luxury event. The guys turn up with gifts and food for the women, set up their camp, and get everything ready for the night. So... it's an orgy? Taki nods with ridiculous nonchalance. A sacred occasion to all clans, and our only shot at keeping birth rate ups. I mean, really, it's just a fucking excuse for a party. Everyone drinks and fucks all night and day. That's... wow. Heh, don't worry, we're getting a troop in a few days. You'll see it yourself. The guys go at it a whole night and day, usually. How do they have the energy for that? What, human males don't like to fuck? I feel my cheeks burn. Well, we'd like it, just... You know what? I'm not answering that. I don't really remember anything, do I? Sure thing, Frat. Well, the males bring all sorts of fancy treats with them, too, to keep the flow going. Food, supplies, decorations. Plenty of flair, too. Flair? It's an aphrodisiac. Seriously, one sniff of flair, and your dick punches a hole through your cottons. She makes a wild gesture towards her crotch, and I flinch uncomfortably. Even a rat like you would be begging every lady you see. Okay, cuds. Ha! Should see your face all red right now. Looks like a freshly spanked ass. What, would you prefer that guys take turns on you? Bet they would, too. Those chaps would have you on all fours before you can say, alright, I get it. You guys like to fuck. I don't need details. Does everyone take part in the indulgence, even Loken? Nah, not everyone. Black Runners got bigger things to worry about. That ain't to say that they don't. Just interferes with their own business, most of the time, and nobody wants to fuck with the Black Runner's business. Why not? Unspoken law of the land. Don't ever meddle in the Black Runner's affairs. It's a good way to learn something you'll wish you never knew and can't ever forget. I exhale, reeling from the culture shock. I feel fuzzy. Maybe I've been talking too much. My head hurts. Taki seems to notice. You look bloody shattered. Have a lie down or something, yeah? I'll just wait outside. Not like you're going anywhere. She's right. As enlightening as our chat has been, I'm exhausted. All right. No trouble. Watch yourself, rat. She gives me a final nod, then steps outside into the cold. For the first time since Logan entered the lodge, I'm alone again. I feel myself deflate with fatigue. It isn't quite as cold in here anymore with the heater on, but my lacerated side still stings like crazy. I'm completely weary. I bring my hands up to my face and scrunch my palms tiredly into my eyes. I'm not sure how long I sit there, alone with my thoughts. As time goes on, they get darker. That was horrendous. Dravonia already thinks that I might be a demon. Even I don't know what the hell I am. Hell, what if I am not human after all? Hell, what if I am a demon? What if they're right? I groan, flopping back into the bed. I wince at the pain in my side, but keep my eyes shut. Bite, you there? Alex, you okay? Not even close. What the hell are we gonna do? We have to be careful. These clans seem cautious of things that they don't understand. Maybe this scientist they mentioned can help us. Or he could figure out that I am not human and give Dravonia her excuse to axe me. You are human. Ugh. Frustrated, I sit up steadily and open my eyes. It's gotten darker in the lodge now. It must be evening. Humans can't translate alien languages or scan things like I can. You are not the one doing that. I am. But you're using my body. My human body. Come on, you have to admit something isn't right. All the better reason to get an expert opinion. All we've been told about this guy is that he's a scientist. That could mean anything to them. It could just mean someone who knows how to read. Well, it's all we have right now. It's not like Dravonia is giving you a choice anyway. Until we meet him, you're going to have to learn how to survive in this world. You're under Loken's protection now, so just stick close to him. Dravonia won't violate his Black Runner right. In the meantime, I'm going to do some internal scans of your systems. I am not promising answers, but maybe I can get a better idea of what's happening. You just focus on staying safe. Nothing else. Just staying safe. Just staying safe. I can do that. I have to admit, without Bite, I'd be screwed. The door scrapes open. I sit up and Loken acknowledges me with an inquiring stare as he enters. Hey. I'm quite relieved to see him. I pretty much owe him my freedom now, and he's my best source of protection. He has a brown sack of supplies clutched in one paw, some firewood tucked under his armpit, and a thick rolled-up blanket under his other shoulder. I have brought food. Oh, thanks. I'm not hungry. I haven't even thought about food until he mentioned it. I have brought firewood. Ah, thank you again. I have brought bedding and clothes. My face lights up. Really? Great. I'll take anything warm over these topless rags. A thought suddenly occurs to me. Um, when you found me, was I... Hmm? Naked? Yes. Oh, fantastic. Logan tosses me one of the sacks onto the bed. I tuck it towards me and peer inside. The clothes aren't what I expected. They've been put together from various materials and colors. There are linen, wool, and fur pieces here. The first thing that I pull out is a thick azure hoodie. It's a decent fit and seems thickly padded for warmth. There is a large pocket on the front to put my arms in. I also find a thick pair of leggings, a rugged tunic, a black woolen toque, and some clunky primitive footwear. There's even a pair of hefty cotton socks and some crudely sewn boxer shorts. I notice a button-up opening on the leggings, just above the butt. I assume it's for a tail to fit through. Given what the others wear, I was expecting Logan to bring me some kind of skimpy tribal outfit. These designs are pretty modern. Where did you get these? Our tailors fashioned them. But they're like Zephyr clothes? Yes. Why? They are okay? Yes, they're great. Are you sure that I can have these? Logan shrugs. They are suitable for you. He blinks. They are suitable for you? Yes, yeah, they are, thanks. I hold the hoodie up in front of me. I'm not sure how they managed to dye it blue. It's a similar shade to Logan's eyes. Taking a leaf out of his book, I press it to my nose and sniff it. Not as bad as I thought. Reminds me of your eyes. Hmm? The hoodie. Hoodie? It's a hoodie. It's called a hoodie? You didn't know that? No. Oh, well, I was just saying, it's the same color as your eyes. This is important? No, just thought it was neat. Okay. He sits cross-legged by the fire pit and begins fitting it with pieces of firewood from his sack. I tug the tunic and then the hoodie over my head. I take care not to agitate my wound. It's comfortable and warm. This is great, Logan. I appreciate it. Okay. Logan takes a pawful of dried moss from his sack and lays it onto the firewood. I pause to watch him build a fireplace, fascinated. He puts a longer piece of wood on the ground in front of him and takes a smaller stick from his sack. After drawing a short blade from his belt, he begins pruning the end of the stick. What are you doing? Fire. With rubbing sticks? Yes. With piqued interest, I lean closer as he jams the stick against the log and begins drawing it back and forth with both paws. To my amazement, it only takes a few seconds before a small pillar of wispy smoke begins rising from it. Whoa, that was fast. Yes. You're good at that. Before long, the fire pit is crackling with glorious flames. Soft, misty smoke drifts to the ceiling and a relaxing heat smothers my senses. I'm completely mesmerized. It's heavenly. I shut my eyes for a moment as I sat on the bed and feel my muscles warming. For the first time since I'm waking up, I'm relaxed. Come. Huh? Sit, close to flames. He points to the ground on the opposite side of the fire to him. Before joining Logan, I decide to put on the leggings. They're much thicker than the ones I'm already wearing. It'd be nice to have some underwear on, too. Logan? Could you, He scowls. You know, turn away. I need to, get changed. He continues staring for a while. Okay. His eyes flick to the fire, then to me. He opens his mouth to say something, but just turns his head completely away. That was weird. As quickly as I can, I tug the rags that I'm wearing off, then put on the boxers and the padded leggings. They feel a little odd, but I'll take it over having my flesh exposed to the cold. Finally dressed, I dragged myself over to the fireplace and hunkered down opposite of Loken, trying to fold my legs and mirror his sitting position. He's still looking away as I join him, his pointy ears curled inwards. You are dressed? Yeah. Okay. He looks at me from the opposite the fire. The lodge is darker now. My peripheral vision is almost gone, and all I see is his face lit up by the flames. We lock our gazes together. I'm drawn to his more canine features. His ears, his muzzle, the patterns of his fur. The blue of his eyes is more prominent in the flickering firelight. I wonder what he can see, looking back. I'm not even sure what my face looks like. What is he thinking about? You... Huh? You are warm? Oh, yeah, thanks. The clothes are good? They are? It feels like he's trying to be friendly, but I don't think he knows how. Why am I even here? If the Black Runners are all loners, then why did he invoke his right for me? Hey, thanks. For saving me from your chief? She seemed prepared to have me killed. She would not. You eat meat? I think so. Good. I have brought beef. He twitches his nose at me, then looks down at the flames. He's avoiding the subject. Hey, at least he isn't scowling at me anymore. Why did you claim me? He doesn't answer. You said that you didn't trust me before, then suddenly become my acolyte. Sorry? You have wit. Wit? It is a Black Runner instinct. It is one of the four. The four? The what? That is our creed. The wit is the Black Runner's sense. It is how we identify Zephyr Salvage and navigate their ruins. It is our spiritual link to their culture. You will be a great Black Runner. I stare, dumbfounded. That's why he invoked his right? Is he insane? Why would... Wait, this is because I identified some of the junk earlier. Like the toothbrush. He thinks that I got some kind of magic connection to Zephyr Salvage. I don't want to outright reject him in case he throws me out of his home, but at the same time... Look, Loken. I don't have wit. I don't have the four. I just remember that stuff. I think maybe I was alive before the Cascade, so like, the Zephyr were my people? It does not matter. We will start training soon. What? Oh, hold on. Sorry, but I can't be a Black Runner. I only found out what a Black Runner is today. I don't know anything about anything. You will learn. I am definitely not Scrap Runner material. I haven't even looked outside this lodge yet. I've never fought any demons in my life. You do not know this. You remember nothing. Alright, he's got me there. We do not fight demons. We outwit them. You only just met me. My mentor also chose me quickly. But, Loken, come on, this is nuts. Taki told me you take acolytes when they're children. Aren't I too old? Loken opens his mouth to answer, but hesitantly shuts it again. His muzzle points downwards and his gaze drifts off to the side. I wouldn't be your first acolyte, would I? No. How many? 2. What happened to them? He has a very somber expression on his face. Acolytes should be older and wiser, as you are. You are small. You have perfect wit. The Zephyr were your people. You can help us. Whoa, whoa. Help you? How? You have much to offer. I can offer you sarcastic remarks, that's about it. We will see. Become my acolyte. In return, I will help find out where you have come from. I know that there are things that you are not saying. I gulp. This is okay. Become my acolyte and we will find out together. Loken. Enough. You are tired. Only think about it. Here, I have brought food. Logan reaches into his sack again, fumbling around for something inside. I want to press him further and insist that he's completely insane, but my eyes widen when he puts out a red apple. My chief suggested humans may eat fruit. I chuckle. Huh. Yeah, we do. You're smiling? I nod as he passes it to me. I just remembered something. Explain. Nothing, just that apple was one of the first things that I remembered when I woke up. Logan's eyes dip in confusion. He doesn't seem to understand, but doesn't question it. He picks up a hefty stick of beef jerky and bites a chunk off, chewing lazily. I look down at my apple. I'm not hungry. I scowl and flex my belly to detect any trace of hunger, but feel nothing. I need to eat though, right? I bring it to my mouth. Stop! What? Bite's voice booms inside my head. I yelp in shock and the apple tumbles from my hand. Alex? What? Sorry. You're okay? I'm fine. I just, I dropped the apple. Explain. It was, nothing. I'm fine, sorry. It just slipped. Okay. His eyes soften, but he looks concerned. What the hell, Bite? Don't creep on my brain like that. He's gonna catch on.
Sorry, I had to. It's important. Don't eat the apple.
Why? It's poisoned? Aw shit, the hound's trying to kill me?
No, you do not need food.
What? No, humans need food to survive.
No, you don't. You don't need to eat, ever. I've been running scans on your internal operating parameters. Your body is sustaining itself perfectly, but I can't tell where it's drawing the energy reserves from. I can say for certain that it's not from food, so don't eat anything.
That's stupid, Bite. All humans need food. I can't.
Are you hungry right now?
Well, no, but...
See? You haven't eaten in 12 hours. You should be famished.
Oh, come on, that's... He hasn't been wrong about anything so far. And he's right. I'm not hungry. At all. He's got no reason to make this up. Are you kidding me? How? That's impossible. What's wrong with me? How could... You are okay? Hang on. Talking to both of them at the same time is extremely jarring. Oh, I'm fine, just... I toss and catch the apple in the air as casually as I can, and place it down next to me. I'm not hungry. I'll eat later, maybe. You are weak. I'll have something tomorrow. Humans, we don't eat that often, I guess. I'm fine. Okay. Thankfully, he doesn't question me. He goes back to munching on his jerky. These people are already suspicious of me. If Bite is telling the truth, this is going to be really hard to hide from him. Bite, you're saying that I can't eat ever?
Exactly. Your digestive system isn't functioning because you don't need it.
Are you going to try and convince me that I'm still human after this? Next, you're going to tell me that I don't need to breathe?
Would that be so bad? Ha ha ha.
Bite? Do I need to breathe?
Maybe try holding your breath and seeing what happens?
I look into the flames for a moment whilst Logan is quietly consuming his meal. I close my eyes and hold my breath. "20 seconds. "40. A minute. A minute and a half, and I feel nothing. The urge to breathe isn't there. Of all the things that I've experienced, this is definitely the weirdest. I can still breathe. In fact, it feels odd not doing so. But I don't have to. I can hold my breath indefinitely. What the fuck is wrong with me? What am I? Damn it. Alex. I open my eyes. I see Logan staring at me with concern. I haven't meant to speak out loud. Sorry. I was... You were acting strange. I have upset you. Why would he think that? No, you haven't. It's nothing. It's fine. I have not upset you. What? No, why would... Is it your wound? Oh, yeah, it just stings bad. If I don't need food or air, then why do I still feel pain? Why do I still feel tired? I still have some human traits, but I've lost others. Logan promptly shuffles over to me and kneels down at my injured side. Oh, I'm fine, really. I raise my hand to try and dismiss him, but he ignores it. Be still. The husky gently brushes my arm aside. I reluctantly allow him access to the bandages. His paws tenderly graze the linen, and my sensitive flesh flares up in protest. Ah! He puts his other paw on my shoulder to steady me. You're in pain? A bit. Logan huffs. I will get Dawn Lily from the shaman. Dawn Lily? It is for pain. Oh. I feel the pads of his fingers and palms knead very lightly against my shoulder. I have to admit that he has some kind of magic touch. Every time his paws put pressure on me, He's looking at me. Hey. You are okay? I don't know. There's a lot going on. You are... small. Oh, okay. You should rest. Yeah. I have bedding for you. Thanks. Logan takes his paw off of me. He crosses the lodge to fetch the extra blankets. Hey, Logan? I mean it. Thanks. I really don't know what's happening with me. I don't know why I can't remember anything or where I came from, but... thanks. He twists his head in a very dog-like fashion, then nods. All right, here. He passes the blankets and pillows to me. They're very thick. There's enough here for me to make some makeshift bedding on the floor. Stay by the fire. I will go to the village. What? Where are you going? I put the blanket over my shoulders as he moves to the exit. The village, to see the shaman. What for? Dawn Lily, for you. Remain here. You need to rest. I want to argue, but he's right. I'm exhausted. Will you be gone long? I will not. Okay, thanks. Okay. His gaze lingers on me for a moment. Then he stoops under the doorway and heads back outside. I turn back to face the fire. The heat soaks into my skin and my muscles begin to feel lighter. I'm exhausted. My body starts to feel heavy. I'm hypnotized by the flames dancing before me. My face is starting to feel dry from the heat, but I don't care. I'm just so exhausted. I should call by to talk to him. After I take a second to myself. My eyes begin to shut. My head falls onto my chest. My eyes jerk back up suddenly. All my peripheral vision has gone dark. There's just glorious warm flames. I shut my eyes.
Alex, hey. Are you with me?
Bite? What's going on?
You're asleep, in the rapid eye movement stage right now. Your muscles are immobilized and your neurological functions are lightening up. So, you're just about conscious enough for us to talk.
Oh, I must have been exhausted. What is this place?
Your deep subconscious. It's pretty neat, huh?
Why is it blue?
Psst, no idea. It's your subconscious. Maybe you painted it this color and forgot.
I don't think that's how our brains work. So, how'd your scans go? Any sign of the computer chip in my head?
No. I'd have picked it up by now.
It could be a blind spot for you. I don't see any other explanation.
It's not like we can ask the locals for help, either. These people even know what a human is.
That's the peak of hypocrisy coming from you. Thank fuck you can translate them, or we'd be screwed.
Let's hope this Aeon person can help us.
We shouldn't tell Aeon everything to be safe. Maybe keep you out of it.
Whatever you decide, best stay close to Loken. He'll keep you safe.
But he wants to make me a black runner.
You should become a black runner.
Are you insane? Why?
Alex, the only reason that he claimed you from his chief in the first place is so that he can keep you as an acolyte. If you reject him, he'll just give you back to Dravonia. She'll lock us up for sure, maybe even decide to execute us again. Secondly, think about where he found you.
Something about a pod in a black zone.
Right. You're the last human, the last Zephyr. The answers that we need will be in these black zones, with the ruins of your people. Loken said that he'll help us search, but only if we agree to be his acolyte.
It's too dangerous. What about these demons?
They're just crazy machines, even more of a reason to investigate. There might be a link between their technology and mine. So let's do it. Become Loken's acolyte.
But we don't know anything about this world. There's got to be another way.
If we're going to figure out how we got here, we need to play along. It's our best shot.
Maybe. Hey, what do you think happened? Humans are just gone. Where did all these beast people come from?
No data available. Sorry. I know as much as you. But don't worry. We'll figure this thing out.
Is optimism part of your programming?
It is. I get it from you. Are you ready to wake up?
Now?
Yep. Your optic nerves are picking up the morning light, and your suprachiasmatic nucleus is already pumping you with cortisol.
I don't know what that means.
They're your bodily functions.
I don't think my puny human brain can handle your big, throbbing AI words.
Just open your eyes, dickhead.
Ugh. The ceiling? Oh, right, I fell asleep by the fire. Ugh. I feel rough. My sliced abdomen is buzzing and my head is whirling. My first morning breath crystallizes before me, even as I am submerged in my comfortable blanket. Then I remember that I don't even need to breathe and I groan. I slowly sit upright. The morning light is seeping into the lodge and there's no escaping the biting cold. Loken, you hear? A wisp of smoke rising from the extinguished fire pit is the only other thing moving in the lodge. I can't, however, hear voices from outside the door. I realize that I haven't actually been outside Loken's home yet. I can't hide in here forever. It'll be good to actually see the world that I've woken up to. Bite? What time is it?
Still pretty early in the morning. How are you feeling?
Rough. Better than yesterday, though. I tentatively lift my clothes up to check my bandages. They've become frayed overnight, but otherwise seem fine. You know, he did a good job stitching this up. Wonder where he learned to do that.
Maybe he'll teach us.
As I sluggishly clamber out of the blanket, my hand grazes the apple Loken left for me last night. Ugh, nope, still not hungry. Looks like Bite was right. I've no need for food. What are we gonna do about this? They already think that we're keeping something from them. Which we are.
For good reason. They won't understand. Just stick to the plan. Only a more modern thinker will be able to help us, so we blend in and wait for Aeon.
Loken is going to notice if we keep refusing food. We might have to tell him too.
No, not yet. Don't take the risk.
Well then, can't I just eat anyway to keep up appearances?
Nope, definitely not. Trust me. You don't want to clog up your insides with food your body cannot digest. It won't end well.
What about the breathing?
Luckily your breathing functions still work fine. It's the actual respiration part that isn't.
Meaning?
You're exhaling the same oxygen you're breathing. It's just dead air. But as you say, it keeps up appearances.
And drinking?
Hydration still appears to be an issue, so keep drinking water. Until we see Aeon, we have to pretend to be completely normal.
I'm not sure when it became we instead of me, but I suppose we're both sharing the same mind and body. Speaking of body, do I still look human? There isn't a mirror here to check myself out in. I've not got any elusive plug sockets stamped into my flesh or anything, have I? I anxiously pat myself down to find nothing out of the ordinary. Lifting my clothes up, I stare down at my linen-clasped belly. Everything seemed fine when Loken replaced the bandages. I grasp at my own chest. My nipples are there, and I have some firm pectoral muscles. All seems normal. What about... I look at the door to check Loken isn't going to burst in suddenly. Assured that I am alone, I slide my hand down to the front hem of my leggings. Yep, dick and balls. Everything there that should be there. Good to know.
Seriously?
Gah, I was just...
Checking if it had fallen off? Yeah. Humans are wild.
Fuck off, Bite. Sluggishly, I draw myself over to the lodge door and tug it open. And that's where I'm gonna leave it for today. So, this human is looking more and more, well, I guess less and less human. I suppose on some level it would make sense that if he was in some sort of cryogenic suspension that he would not need certain bodily functions running anymore, such as eating and breathing, because those are things that you kind of have to keep doing. And if you're in suspended animation, you can't do them anymore. I mean, I guess you could breathe, but you need to eat. Depending on how the pod worked, I suppose that if it was some sort of liquid suspension, that he would get any nutrients or hydration from that. But other than that, he's looking very inhuman. I mean, given Loken's attire and given Alex's attire, I'm assuming that it's obvious that they eventually do decide to do a little bit of the training for the Black Runner thingy, and that Alex is intended to become a Black Runner, at least for the story's purpose, where he will go back to the city where he was found and then, figure out what's going on, and then eventually Loken will also find out that Alex is not really human, or at least he's not really all that biological, maybe? I assume that perhaps Bite also realizes by now that, oh yeah, this guy is suspiciously not as a human is supposed to be. Yeah. Because you would think maybe at least being able to intake food, digest it, but not maybe get any nutrients from it. I'm wondering if he can get by saying like, oh, I can't seem to digest anything. Maybe if we turn it into a slurry and mix it with water, that way he can still say like, oh yeah, I'm getting food. If, it's just hydration. But yeah, anyways, but yeah, it would suck if, well, see, that's weird, because the intestines are what absorb water. You don't absorb it from your stomach or anywhere else. So is it just like the stomach that doesn't work? So it's like literally the water goes there and it literally bypasses the stomach and drains into the intestines, where the intestines still absorb the water and spread it around the body. If that's the case, he could technically do what I said and turn the food into a slurry that will literally bypass the stomach and make its way into his intestines, where the intestines could absorb all the moisture and vitamins that are water soluble from that. But I guess, they're not thinking that ahead. Yeah. Anyways, so it is curious to see the hierarchy of these people, where although Loken is beholden to the chief, he still has some say in what happens. And I suppose that's mostly because he is the only black runner in the area, or for the clan, I guess. And if he's the only one, then I guess it gives him the ability to have some say in what's happening, or at least what's gonna be happening with Alex. And maybe him, perhaps. As with most furry visual novels, I'm assuming part of the reason he doesn't want to join in the troop is because he doesn't want to mate with a female or something, and even though it was already hinted that if you're of the homosexual persuasion that you can still have fun, that he probably just does not want to do that, and it's being written off as oh, he's a black runner, he doesn't have time to think about those things. Let's completely ignore the fact that he's probably a homosexual. But yeah. But yeah, it's clear that that is also sort of just like, oh, you're gay, okay, fine. But it's probably more so because there's a lot more females to males. So females have to have some fun, when there's no guys around too, so yeah. But anyways, what else? I guess that's it for now. I have some idea of who this Aeon is, mostly because I went looking through the sprites because I thought that I would have to censor, but they already are pre-censored, yay! So I'm curious if he will have any insight into Alex. He will be able to identify him as a human, or if he's still gonna be like, wow, I never seen any humans. I just know about technology. I quote-unquote know about technology and quote-unquote science. But, it turns out that he actually doesn't. As is the case sometimes with these type of stories. But yeah. So I guess we'll find out later. And, yeah. Or, obviously, again, people that already know what's going on in the story, if you write in the comments things that that are not obviously known up to this point in this video, then I will delete your comment. If you keep writing it, then I will silence you from the channel. And I don't know how to unsilence. So there. Be careful what you write. I probably should put this warning before the, video. But yeah. Anyways, but so, comments, and thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play Soulcreek yourself, you can do so by going over to itch.io and, typing Soulcreek and then downloading it there. Or if Twitter still exists and you have access to it, then going over to Twitter and downloading it from there, from the link in the description, which I should eventually put there. And if they have any forms of support like Patreon or Ko-fi, then I will also post that down in the description. Along with my Ko-fi, in case you want to donate to me still. You're more than welcome to keep donating, people. I'm reading Soulcreek for you. But yeah, so all kidding aside, thank you guys for donating. It is much appreciated. But yeah, so I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.